morning, young men and women. Congratulations for making it this far in your teaching profession. You have persevered many lectures in college, and now what is remaining is your teaching practice before you launch into the teaching profession. And so today I just want to share with you 5 simple tips that are going to help you as a student teacher. And I want to start by reading you a scripture. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 6, it says, "Lazy people should learn a lesson from the way ants live." So the first tip, work diligently without being supervised. Make sure you have your tools of trade ready and don't be caught unawares by either your assessors or your supervisors. The second tip, have a good work ethic. This means that you need to learn the ethics and the culture of the school. And most schools have a website. Get onto their website and get to learn what are their values, what is their culture, what is the vision of the school, what is the mission, what is the motto of the school, and seek to internalize these things as your very own. The third tip, learn by observation. In that class, you have a class teacher who takes care of that class. So learn how the class teacher takes care of discipline, how the class teacher manages and controls that classroom. Secondly, you can learn from other teachers. What are those rules that teachers are expected to follow in that school? There are some unspoken rules that are not written anywhere that you as a teacher, you will be expected to follow. Get to learn them by mingling and interacting with other teachers. Also, learn from the deputy head teacher. Remember, the deputy head teacher is the person who will allocate you your lessons, and the deputy head teacher will also be there to answer your questions. So take advantage of that relationship that you have with him or her as the deputy head teacher. Remember, your college has copies of your timetable, isn't it? And your lecturers have told you that you should be ready at all times, and some lecturers will come to assess you without prior warning. I remember one day during my teaching practice, a lecturer came to school. It was break time. He did not bother to get into the staff room. He did not bother even to meet me before the class. He simply asked the students in the field where my class is. He quietly got into class and sat at the back of the class. So fortunately, because I was ready for that lesson, what I simply needed to do was to greet him and give him a copy of my lesson plan and proceed with my class. So teacher, I urge you not to be tired. Don't get tired of carrying, whether it is your charts, your textbooks, your lesson plans, your lesson note, and even your file, your teaching practice file, because you never know the time when a supervisor can decide to come unannounced and specifically come to assess you. You need to dress for where you are going. Always be neat and professional in your appearance. For men, a suit and a tie looks professional. For women, invest in a trouser suit or a skirt suit. And again, find out about the dress code in that school, whether trousers are allowed. In some institutions, trousers are actually not allowed because they are considered as casual. Some schools have dress down Friday, when you are allowed to be halfway casual and smart. And a t-shirt is casual unless you're going for PE. I remember one day going to supervise a student. She was well dressed, but she had a t-shirt with writing on it. So teacher, first of all, a t-shirt with writing on it, if you're handling bright students, they will ignore and they will follow your class very well. But if you're handling students who are not very bright, what they will do, they will be busy reading what is written on your t-shirt as you're trying to explain. So a t-shirt will be a distraction. It could be a distraction to the learner, and it could be a negative for you as the student teacher. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Also, look out for my upcoming videos and books. God bless you.